Sounds like another Velociraptor. Anyway, that bit of information is what I read online. And it sounds correct to me. I have looked at one of those family trees of different raptors or different dromaeosaurs. Oh shit, it's an allo. Oh, there's a bunch of raptors over here too. Can I join you guys? Is this... Are we cool? Oh, are we all gonna follow this allo? Oh, hell yeah, this is cool. He is our pack leader. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is cool. It's like the scene in Jurassic World when they're running through the forest. So cool. Well, if I stick with the group, especially in Allo, and let alone 3 other raptors, I think I'll stand a better chance at surviving until Hera. But yeah, I'm pretty sure an Allosaurus you have to play for at least 2 hours. So cool. This red raptor is like the beta if the Allosaurus is the alpha of this group. Oh, this game looks so pretty. I love the shadow effects and all the plants. It looks really good. But yeah, so on the family tree of raptors, you know, there's a line that goes to Dromaeosaurines, and then offshoots Utah and Deinonychus, and other raptors like Dakota Raptor. And then if you go, I guess, back on the tree, in quotes back, one more line, the line that separates Dromaeosaurines from... There's a line that separates Dromaeosaurines from Velociraptor, or Velociraptines, or whatever they're called. So they're cousins, but they're not directly related. And the reason cited for this difference is differences in the teeth serrations or something like that, and difference in the skulls. Apparently, larger dromaeosaurids or larger, like Utah Raptor, had bulkier, boxier skulls. And Velociraptor has quite a petite skull. You know, for an animal that was about 6 feet long, the skull was probably maybe a sixth. No, it would be maybe a 12th of that length, like 6 inches long. I don't know. But it had a pretty small skull in comparison to other raptors. Oh, this is so cool. Oh. I hope this Allo knows where he's going. Oh, this also demonstrates the new Allosaurus animations skin. I wish these guys like had their usernames on their people. At least that I could see them, because that'd be cool. I would totally like add them on Steam and we could just be a Raptor pack all the time. The word velociraptor means swift Caesar or swift thief in Latin. Holy shit, something big is going down over there. Oh, I'm loving this a lot. I know we're just following this Allo around, but this is really cool. Probably one of the cooler experiences I've had in this game so far. If this is indeed a vanilla map, which it should be because I don't have any mods on, there's probably a map for this online somewhere that I should probably look at. The claws on the second toe of the Velociraptor, the one that retracts off the ground, or keeps off the ground, would have been about 2 to 3 inches long, and is on the second toe. I believe that Velociraptors had 4 toes. The first and third were on the ground, and the second one was the hook claw, or the scythe, the famous one everyone knows about, and the fourth one was a dew claw, which means it was on the back. Somewhat a vestigial claw. I'm really loving this environment. It's like a carnivorous forest mixed with like wetlands. It's really, really cool. Or like swampy areas. Back in 1971, they actually found one of the Velociraptor fossils or skeletons forever interlocked in combat with a Protoceratops, which implies that, you know, the creatures were fighting when they got like killed by the meteor, or, you know, maybe they went like down in a lake together and drowned together and just stayed interlocked. Or like a riverbed or something, because riverbeds have silt that would preserve the fossils fairly well, as far as I understand. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, hello. Pretty sure those squawks are not our raptor friends. Did we lose 2 of them? No, they're still here. I was kind of hoping this Allo would know where everyone is. I mean, I think there's 75 people in this server. But maybe it's a really big map. I don't know. But these 2 dinosaurs from real life would have never met each other. Allosaurus was mid to late Jurassic, and I think that they were Allosaurus descendants in the early Cretaceous. I believe, smaller descendants. Maybe it was still the late Jurassic. But that was in, the Allosaurus itself was in the US, or what would become the US. And its descendants are other Allosaurians, might be the word for it, would get smaller and appear in ancient, or Cretaceous, early Cretaceous, late Jurassic, Antarctica, and Australia. I actually recently watched the Walking with Dinosaurs, some of the parts of that special, and I haven't watched those in about 10 years, and it was really cool. A lot of that stuff that they have on that show is actually, we know better now. It's outdated information. But it's still really neat to watch that show and just to kind of relive those childhood memories to some extent. Unfortunately, they don't cover velociraptors. They cover Utah raptors, which are really, really cool. They cover Allosaurus. They cover a bunch of other big dinosaurs, T-Rex, but they do not cover velociraptors, which is kind of odd because the first fossil was found in 1922. We've known about this dinosaur for nearly 100 years. Oh boy. I hope that we all find food soon, because I really need food. My bar is at about 60%. There's also likely that Velociraptor, because of what I mentioned earlier about quill spots or quill marks, where quills would go in the arms that it had wings. But however, I don't think it could fly. It's likely that it used, where'd the aloe go? Okay. It's likely that it used them to just be more aerodynamic. Velociraptors and other raptors had very, very light bones. I'm not sure if they were hollow. I think that they were, but they had very, very light bones because they had to be very, very nimble and quick. And if they lived in packs, they had to, I guess you could say, organize attacks. And so the feathers made them be more aerodynamic. Oh, that's a tree. So maybe they could sort of, I don't want to call it gliding, because they weren't jumping off of cliffs probably and gliding down, but if there was say they were chasing their prey and there was a log that they jumped onto, they could probably kind of float, or not float, but glide, have an easier time getting off a higher structure. I am getting the feeling this guy does not know where prey is. I wish I was on mics with these guys, because we could all just, there's 4 of us and 1 of him. He could definitely one-shot us. But if we organize an attack, we could definitely take this guy down.